Okay, so we arrived back at the workshop to check on the E30. So just as a reminder, E30 had some issue with the backfeed of the valves. We finally managed to do some improvements on the wiring. It went through all the gears in the adaptation, it selects all the gears, but we had a busy day on the track, so to be honest, good thing that it did not make its way to the racetrack, because we wouldn't have time for 3 cars. So we'll find out what the plan is, if we're going to have a test here on the road, and then we'll know basically what we're facing. So we'll either pull the transmission and inspect the wiring and mechanicals, or we'll just have a car ready for tomorrow. Basically no clutch of gears 1, 3, and 5 and 7 of course. So the clutch barely allows us to move. They need to drop the transmission, inspect the clutch, swap the clutch for some different one. This one is done.
This, we put it on the car, never have an
So you leave the car, you drop the transmission.
Yes.
Then we bring this transmission to the loom,
yes.
Connect it to the loom. I connect the GC, we'll check the sensors, we'll check
yes.
we'll do the valve test, we'll know what's the condition of this. If we have all of the sensors working.
Yes.
And either way, we'll pull the clutches. As you can see, you have
yes,
a clutch
I bring it down.
Too.
I bring some used ones.
Yes, good.
Maybe we can mix.
So we'll see what do we have here and what we have here. We'll compare it.
Yes. So
the plan is to disassemble this box, which had some issues with the adaptation for some reason. So we'll also find out why. We'll check the sensors. We'll check the solenoids. We'll see what's good in this box, we'll see what's good in the other box, and we'll just make, from 2 we'll make 1 good box, instead of 2 shit boxes. That's a simple plan. Good that guys have a special tool to align the clutches. It will be easy to pull them out and swap. Basically this is a banjo fitting, where you connect hoses for cooling. Hoses for cooling with those. It's a banjo. So there has been known issue that has been discussed on our group, where some fittings were too restrictive to efficiently cool down the transmission, and in this case, it's one example of this. Because look, the diameter of the holes on the banjo, it's very small. I know there are 2 holes on the 2 sides. But still, this is quite a big restriction, especially considering that normally transmission does not use banjos. It has a direct lines coming to the transmission housing. So one thing is that banjo is not perfect for for this kind of application. Second thing is that we have a very small hole. It should be upgraded to some adapters like HPRs, like Adamat, like DummyWorks or like this. Many companies doing it instead of using a banjo fittings. But for now, because we only have this, my suggestion is to drill the hole bigger and improve some cooling. Okay, so the clutches are out. Here's the small baskets, so the small clutch pack for even gears, so 2, 4, 6, and here is the bigger basket for gears for the odd ones. So 1, 3, 5, 7. So yeah, let's take it out, and you can see that even here some are already out. They're completely burnt. They have scratches here. I don't know if you can see it on the video, but there is actually a pretty big steep edge. So yeah, let's pull the remaining ones. So this is actually it has pads. It used to have pads on it. So just to compare, that's how the surface looks when the pads are good on the small one, and it's completely smooth. It has there's no clutch left on both sides. And here are the pressure plates. They are also burned as well, and they have a pretty big wall. It's all wrecked. So finished. And probably if we place them here, they have a little play. I don't know if you can see it, but they actually are a little bended. Maybe hard to see now, yeah, but they're not super tight. And here is a big lip. Yes. Simba. Hey, day number 2 in Cyprus, so we're back at the garage with the E30. Yesterday we stayed here for a very long time. We finished like 3 AM. We have a new gearbox in with the new clutches. We'll just check the wiring, we'll check everything works, we'll do the valve test once again, and hopefully we'll load the car on the trailer and head to the track. Today we'll be on the second side of a track, the smaller one, but if everything goes well, we'll be allowed to drive on a bigger circuit, so it's easier to tune. But yeah, I'm a little exhausted after yesterday, but hopefully as soon as we start doing it, the power will come back, so let's go for it. Okay, so the car is up and running. We have the new transmission in. We just passed both of the adaptations. They look very okay. Valve test looks perfectly, no backfeed at all. Unfortunately, wiring has a couple of uncovered spots on the plus and minus wires, so the transmission has been pulled out, the wires have been loose. Most probably we get a short between plus and minus, and this GCU got damaged. 5 volts stops responding. Now we have a different GCU, so it's already fit in the car. It works perfectly. We're going to check what's happened with this. But for today's, we have a spare GCU. Everything seems good, so the guys are changing the axle because it was in a terrible condition. And right now we're heading to the track. So we're back at the racetrack. E30 guys, they are changing the rear axle. S15 Driftcar should be here anytime. Today we'll be using a smaller circuit because on the main circuit there are some cars racing. But maybe we will be allowed to go for a couple laps with the E30 to check the higher gears. But either way, this is a cool place to check a drift car. It's so warm today, but hopefully everything will go good. Check the E30. We had some issues, they're gone now, so probably, hopefully, it will go good. Looks good, looks promising, but this is a tuning, so you never know what else may turn out. So the car made its way to the track. We're just about to begin tuning of it. It'll be a little different than those two cars. It has no drive-by-wire, so we'll have to manage everything with the clutches. So yeah, we had a couple of runs with the S15. Looks good so far. The diff ratio is changed to the shorter one. So now let's work on the BMW and see them drive together. We went to test the E30. It turned out that we made a full tune of it. It works pretty good. I like it. It has no drive-by-wire though, so we cannot have sophisticated blips and torque reduction strategies. It's a very simple mechanical throttle. Anyways, response pretty good. Works nice. So the guys will go now to the small circuit to test how it works. Hopefully everything will work good. Probably. Probably tiny adjustments, but so far looks good. I'm exhausted. It's so hot. I'm all wet, you know, all sweaty. But yeah, let's go into the shadow. Let's see how he drives. The clutch by wire is calibrated, configured. Shifts are pretty decent, quick. Downshifts are working pretty good as well. Again, no blip, so it won't be perfect. But yeah, let's see how it goes. We have some other drivers, so maybe some tandems. We still have the S15 in the docks, so let's go. Okay, so we've done a couple of tests with the DCT and the E30. The gearbox works. Engine stopped working. It quit working. We thought that it was a fuel-related issue, the spark-related issue, but it turned out that the trigger just fell off on a crank pulley. So no options to do.
Nice with this thing.
Okay, so we arrived at Andreas' place, Andreas' workshop. Yesterday we were tuning his Miata with the DCT. So we just arrived here. I take a quick look in the inside and I'm already amazed. So let's go inside and see what we can find here. Alright, so we're here at Andre's garage. So we didn't have time yesterday to talk about this build, so let's start doing it now. So if you may tell us a little bit about your car, about what you do here, because this place it's amazing. It looks wonderful.
I'm Andreas Karasalis, the owner of Carbos here. In this certain build, we did a lot of work with engine-based DCT gearbox with HTG. Bartek here, perfect work yesterday.
It's worth mentioning that we met like 2 years ago, 3 years
yeah,
ago.
2 years ago.
At the very early stages, it wasn't perfect. I think now it is way better.
Yeah, it's perfect now. Before 2 years, we started to do this project with DCT gearbox. Bartek was here also before 2 years. We had some problems with the rear diff. Now we repair it, I think. Yesterday at the track, I think it was the best of the car. Bartek managed to do the programming, I think, perfectly, 99%. This 1% is on me. So we are trying to manage to get into the time attack championship to have the best place we can.
Yeah, so I have to admit, while I was driving, as tuning it, this car is a beast. You can see it's a Miata, but it's a turbo build. Yep. So what power, more or less?
460 HP.
It's a light one. It's really quick. So it was fun to drive, even though not fully, you know, with laps.
Okay, it was your first time.
Yeah, but it was fun.
I was impressed with the driving for first time.
Yeah, if I didn't have laptop, maybe I would. But it's, you know, I was to be safe. Cool build, drive-by-wire, so we have nice blips on downshifts, torque reduction, very good traction. You are running slicks, tires.
Slicks.
It's amazing.
Who's here? 295 and 275 on the front, 295 on the rear.
Big wing.
GT wing, side skirts for the air running, diffuser. We have a bit of everything on this car. I think it's a complete car. For race, you can see it inside also.
Yes, in your office.
Yeah, this is my office.
So you run, what do you prefer? You prefer running paddles or sequential shifts?
Now, from yesterday, I prefer running paddles.
Yes.
instead of shifter. I thought it was better with me with shifter because I learned to drive with gear stick. Now I think it's better with.
You know what's also
paddles.
cool, because when you're turning, you can have those paddles are mounted, solid.
Yeah, standard.
You can also have them on a steering
Yeah,
wheel,
yeah.
so it's always when you have.
This one has it on the. We put it due to customer request. If you see, it's turning with the wheel.
Yes. So this is a MME.
MME air shifter.
Yes. So this car, just in few words, what's it all about?
This car is totally built. From the beginning, it was a stock car, factory car. It was built from us from the beginning. All the parts are ordered from IAG, X-Shift, MME air shifter for the gearbox. All the parts that Cusco makes for this car. I think it's a beast. Now it will start.
And it's everything you do here in-house. So.
From start to finish here, exhaust, engine mounts, installing all the parts, throttle by wire, Mottech M150, wiring by Mottech, fuel lines, radium, hangers, everything here.
It looks amazing. This job is really clean. Really clean. I like it. Really nice build.
It has a military spec wiring.
This is how it should look like.
Yeah,
exactly.
We've tried to it's 1 year and 2 months now.
Yeah.
Here, and now it's finished. We are waiting from ProRaceTune and Dyno Excelsis to start the car to manage to have tuning. I think it will be a beast. I think.
Looking forward to see it in action. I would love it even more with some dual clutch, but
I will promote this. Yeah.
But other than this, we have quite a lot of tuning cars, also some service.
Yeah.
So
Service cars, everything. Tuning, we build cars from 0 to 100. We build for time attack drift. We don't have any drift car here now. We have a time attack, we have a road car, which will be 700-800 horsepower. We have help from Omar from Race Only in Australia. This one, all the help we have from the parts, it is IAG, the tuning and wiring and the Mottech, we have it from Dyno Excelsis.
So basically you're one-stop shop.
Yeah. No car leaves from here to make it work. Everything, wiring, exhaust, everything is done here. Yeah.
Right. So it's really nice to be here. I hope to see you on the track, see some videos.
I will send you some videos.
Meet you next time because we're leaving today. But it was really a pleasure to work with you.
Pleasure for me, man. Thank you very much.
So guys, check out some social media pages and enjoy.
Thanks, man.